It's one of the most recognizable signs in the world. It's been blown up, stomped on, and wiped out by a Sharknado. The Hollywood sign, Los Angeles' most photographed billboard, and an icon for the motion picture industry. But like any celebrity in Tinseltown, it's highly protected. Motion detectors, cameras, and loudspeakers are mounted all over the place to fend off paparazzi.
So if I tried to race up right now, what would probably happen to me?
Helicopters would be summoned, the police are viewing you from downtown up at the bunker, the ranger stations are looking at you.
For the general public, this is about as close as you can get, a view through the fence after a long walk up Mount Lee.
That's way down there.
Fortunately, Jeff Zarenham with the Hollywood Sign Foundation rolled out the red carpet for me. Or should I say, a climbing rope.
Touch the Hollywood sign legally. Not many people legally get to do this.
It wasn't always so hard to get to the Hollywood sign. In fact, when it was put up in 1923, the builders didn't expect it to be around for very long.
It was only designed to last a maximum of 2 years.
Originally, it read Hollywoodland, and it was a publicity stunt to advertise an upscale real estate subdivision at the base of Mount Lee, and back then, it was lit up with about 4,000 light bulbs.
There were lights on the sign, and then they flashed Hollywoodland, and then Hollywoodland altogether.
The sign soon became an icon to residents and the motion picture industry, but unfortunately in 1932, there was some tragic news surrounding the sign and a young actress.
Peg Entwistle was her name, and she wasn't making it in Hollywood, was a little distraught. She climbed up there, climbed to the top of the H, and plunged to her death.
By the late 1930s, the sign became neglected and started falling apart.
It's an eyesore, it's falling apart. Chamber of Commerce stepped in and said, we'll pay to fix it.
And thus began a long series of facelifts. In 1945, the city of Los Angeles acquired the land that the sign sat on. In 1949, the sign was restored and then shortened to just Hollywood. But by the 1960s, the sign was falling apart again. In 1973, it was restored, but a few years later, the wood rotted away. Finally, in 1978, the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce got some financial help from a well-known California playboy.
He after came in, donated the Playboy Mansion to a fundraiser. I think they raised about $275,000.
Once the old wooden sign was removed, the brand new metal sign was flown in by helicopter, letter by letter, and cemented into the side of the mountain.
How tall are these things?
So each letter from the bottom to the top is 45 feet.
The bigger the sign, the bigger the target for vandals. Over the years, the sign has been modified many times by pranksters.
It's been changed to Hollyweed twice, one time in the 70s. The other time was in the 2000s. A few years ago it was changed. It's been named Hollyboob.
Despite its many facelifts, the film industry continues to cast the soon-to-be 100-year-old sign in countless movies. What does a sign get for its 100th birthday?
A big celebration.
A big celebration and a new paint job that'll be even more visible from afar.
From the Hollywood sign, I'm John Bartell. Hope to see you on the Backroads. That's a long ways down.